Hello. Have I got people watching? I'm just inviting people to my live feed. Sorry if you can hear some wind blowing. We're being battered with wind today, and there must be some kind of crack in the window because it's making a whistling sound. So it sounds awful. So I do apologise. So who have I got with me? I can't see anyone. There's no one commenting yet. But I'm going to get this finished today. Today I'm going to be doing the other leaf. So as you can see, I've already pre-coloured these. Let me just get rid of my little sign. It's a little cute sign. I love it. Love being crafty. So today, as we've done on previous live feeds, let me just move this down so it's a bit closer. We've done these leaves already, and then I've off camera done the other ones that I want in that colour. So today we're going to be doing this colour here, which is the more greeny, mossy kind of colour leaf. Then we're going to be doing the water-filled flowers. And then in the background, I've toyed with so many different ideas of what I need to do in the background for this book. And it drove me whether I do it black and make it pop that way, or I do a bokeh background, or a faded edge background. I've turmoiled with loads of different ones. So I'm going to be doing bubbles. So I've done a practice sheet and I've done a swatch that makes these, and these will just be floating around. And I think that'll give it enough, hopefully. So knowing me, I'll probably come on live feed at a wrong time. Plenty of YouTubers streaming at this time of day on a Saturday. But Britain's Got Talent's on tonight, so I don't want to really spoil people from watching tonight like I did the other weekend. So I'm going to get on, and if more people join. If you want to chat in the box, and I'll see what you're saying. But for now, I'm going to get started on here, and then obviously I'll do this side off camera in my own time. So I'm going to go ahead and colour this leaf here. So I'm just going to zoom in. Blurring them lights out as per usual. Hopefully I'll be getting a new camera soon, because this webcam is not my friend. So let's get started. Hopefully that's showing up clear enough for you there. And you can all see what I'm doing. So I'm going to be doing the same principle as this flower that we did last time. So it's going to be a random pattern. It's not going to be the same pattern all over. And to create this leaf, we'll be using jade, Matcha, basil, blood orange, and lemon. If you can see them, I think it's fading out on them. So I'm just going to go around, and I'm starting off with the jade, and I'm going to be randomly putting this in different areas of the leaf. I don't want 2 areas the same. And that noise has really frustrated me. Hello, Melissa. Oh, they're my new favourite. I've received my Happy Meal today. Happy Meal? I wished I had an Happy Meal. Happy Meal. And my 120 set of ARTEZA pencils have come. They have been a long wait, let me tell you. I ordered them at the end of February and they've just arrived. And I kept messaging and saying, where's my pencils? And they kept saying we're out of stock. But it let me order them. So I was like, how are they out of stock? But yeah, they are one of my favourites. And so yeah, it was a long awaited time, but they've come. So I'm going to be doing a review on them. That's been done off camera and that'll be uploaded. The swatches on the extra pencils from the 72 set I'm going to be doing. And swatching them out so people can see if it's actually worth, if they want them extra colours, if it's worth buying another 60 odd pencils more than the 72 set. So again here, just working your way around the leaf if you're following me with this tutorial, or colour along should I say. Yeah, I do, and it's my pencils are going small now. They're getting like little. They're halfway down, some of them. So it's nice to have another set. It would be good if ARTEZA did single sets and we could buy, because they're numbered, so it wouldn't be hard, would it? It wouldn't be hard to do single stock, and then people that use them a lot like us could order the singles rather than keep having to order full sets. But I did with the 120 set purely because you're getting so many pencils more. But yeah, I'm excited to get my video on. Just got some more videoing to do, and I've got to edit the video then, and it'll be done and it'll be on. So the next colour is Basil, and I'm going to work that off the jade that we've just done. So blending the two together, but not doing too much, because obviously you've got 3 more colours to fit in these tiny little areas. Yeah, definitely would. So where are you from, Melissa? I think these have been my go-to pencils now for quite a bit. I do have quite a few different sets of pencils. I've got quite a lot. Wouldn't even like to tell my husband how many I've got, because he'd probably go mad. Maryland, US. I know a couple. I used to play a lot of online gaming, and I met a couple that live in Maryland, and we was all talking about going visiting New York and then coming over to where they live in Maryland. And I was asking, has the coronavirus been affecting them over where you are? And she said it wasn't too bad there. Is it still not too bad, or has it got worse? Are you all still locked down over there? I don't blame you. Is it rife there? I think it's quite bad, isn't it, in New York? I really need my window open right now, but the wind, if I opened it, it'd be howling. So is it quite clear the page on camera there? Because I don't know if it's my internet connection today, but that looks really blurry on my screen here. You tell me how it's looking on your side, please. And now I'm using, sorry, the matcha. I've never heard of a green called matcha, but oh, brilliant. So it's not as blurry. It must be, it's obviously my internet connection that's doing it, because it never looks that blurry. So here I'm just doing my third colour of the blend. Like I said, making sure I've got enough room for the other two colours yet. So this is just a fine blend at the edge of some of these. But I'm slowly getting a bit obsessed with Kerby's books now. I'm loving his work. See, with me, Melissa, I'm just dead quirky, so I don't like putting things in order, if that makes sense. I like being different. The more unique and quirky stuff is. Like, you probably never see a leaf anywhere that kind of colour. So, but Kerby's books are wild and wonderful, so I'm going to colour it wild and wonderful. That's my plan. So now I'm using the lemon, and I'm blending that lemon into the matcha. And again, there won't be much room to use a lot of it here, because obviously we need to put the blood orange in it as well. I can't wait to do the bubbles. Did you see the bubbles at the start of the video? Been toying with the RD. So the background, I'm going to be doing my water bubbles all in the background. I was going to black it out, but then I thought, I spoke to one of my friends and I asked her, I said, do you think I should black it out? And she said, I think the whale would blend in. So that put that one out the window. So I had decided to do them water bubbles. And I love bubbles. Favourite thing to colour. Oh, thank you. So I think that's it for the lemon. And then lastly, we're going to go in with the blood orange and just put it in and slightly overlap the yellow in areas. So we get a nice blend. Well, even though this picture's not that massive, it's took me ages to do this. All the bits. Just subscribed. I will have to go back and check out your videos. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've not got loads on when I first started my channel, but recently I've started doing the lives, so there's more and more coming as well. Bear with me a second. Oh, from my colouring group. Yeah, do you like to put a little post in there so they see? Oh, thanks for subscribing, Ash. It's her because people have got, you don't know who's who from my group who's actually on my YouTube channel. So it's like, because some people have different names, so it's hard to know who everybody is unless they've got a distinctive name. So I'm going to leave that one for now because obviously there's no point me colouring all of them. I've got one here. This one's going to be that colour, and this one is this one, and that one. I've tried to do them so they're even. So what I'm going to do now is the water bubble, because I want to get to doing the bubbles in the background as well, and then I'll finish the rest of it off camera. But so long as you've all seen how I've done the little, these are ace. I mean, his creative man must be amazing for, imagine animals and water life inside a flower. I think it's amazing. So in these here, I'm going to be doing the same colour as I did as the water in the lotus flower. So let me just get them colours out. Ah, now I know who you are. So we need indigo, Mykonos blue, peacock blue, and robin egg. Okay, so I'm using indigo, Mykonos blue, I think that's how you pronounce it, peacock blue, and robin egg blue is the lightest. I always like to use a dark, a warmer, and then the rest are cool. So in true style to Kerby's books, I'm going to be using the shadowed areas again as the darkest areas first. I'm starting with the indigo, and I'm just going to bring that dark colour out. When I'm working in small detail like this, I just use the small scumbling effect, small circles. I will darken them areas up with the black at the end. I'm so sorry about that wind blowing. So this in effect will be like a water bubble, I suppose. So we'll put some highlights in that towards the end. So what have you been doing, Melissa, during lockdown? Just taking Kerby around these little white water bubbles. Don't want the same mistake as I did with the fish last time. And all I'm doing where is hashtag more out here. That's where the darkest is going to be. So that is with the indigo. Working and colouring. Do you have to wear your masks and stuff? You wouldn't think it here. It's like, honestly, people just think it's the norm at the minute. Just walking around. They don't care. In the stores here, they've got arrows on the floor in the Asda, I think, which is the same as Walmart in America. But they're not following the arrows. There's so many people in there. It's scary. It's like no one's bothered. But I think because I've got family that are on the front line at the hospital, and my husband's a bus driver, I think I'm a bit more considerate to it because obviously I know they're working. Well, I tried wearing a mask the other day when I was in the shop and I could feel my breath on my cheeks and I couldn't cope. So I had to take it off. So just make sure that I'm being really careful when I'm out and sticking to a good cleaning regime when we come home. So here I'm just using the Mykonos blue, and then where the black lines are starting to thin out a bit, that's where I'm using. This is where I'm putting this colour. It's horrible, isn't it? It's like your breath. I think, oh, if I garlic the night before, it's horrendous. Oh, gosh, that sound. It's, it's like I've got a bee stuck in my window. Can you all hear it? Okay, and the next colour I'm going to be using is the peacock blue. And here, there's not. Oh, let me just go back to that indigo because I've missed a little bit here. And this is peacock blue, and I'm going to be just merging these together here. After every customer, gosh, I'm not even sure that's even happening in the stores here, which is a shame, really. I feel sorry for some of the staff down there, I really do. I bet it is a lot of work. Have you got kids as well, and they're at home waiting for you when you get home? My kids are like they just want cuddles off the dad when they come in, and he's got to get out of his clothes and go and get showered and put his clothes in the wash. It is so scary. And lastly, have you not been able to see your grandchildren? Now I'm using Robin Egg Blue. That's been the hardest thing for my mum. The hardest thing is not seeing the kids. But we FaceTime. I'm just going to fade this off up here. because I'm going to be doing the colour of the lotus flower around the edge. Can you imagine? I just want it over now. It's dragging on, isn't it? And I thought I'd have loads of time for colouring, and I've found other things to do. My garden's transformed from what it was before. I'm just going to move over to this one. And the same principle as last time. I'm going to go back in with the indigo blue and start with the darkest areas once again. Oh, I know the nursing homes are quite bad here. I've got a few friends that are in nursing homes as well, and it's so scary. Oh, thank you. Sometimes I've got to think to myself, does it look good, or is it, do I think I'm better than I am? And but I'm sure I'll grow more subscribers and get more people watching eventually. All takes time. I think when I started my channel last year, and then I started my group on Facebook, I think my group on Facebook became a bit more of a priority. It takes a lot of my time, the group, but I enjoy my group as well. And there's so much amazing work in my group. Mykonos Blue. I love seeing everyone's work. So it's like, and then I thought I need to get back to my YouTube channel. So I did start off with some early videos, and then obviously I got into the live feeds. Then I was told how to use it without getting 1,000 subscribers, and I was like, well made up. the webcam doesn't play sometimes though. So my dad's got a DSLR camera, so I'm hoping that my mum might let me have it, but I've got to ask her first. Or I could watch all day. I could sit and watch everybody. I love it. And it sometimes, if you've got a bit of a slum in colouring, go on YouTube and then watch other people colour. It brings you out of that slum. It's like writer's block. You get colouring block, I think, where you don't know what you want to do next, and you get a bit stuck. And I think it's amazing going watching other people's videos, and it gives you that inspiration to move and do more. So now I'm moving on to the peacock blue. And again, just watching these tiny little bubbles, because as you can see here, I coloured some blue fish in blue, what I didn't realise were fish. So I'm being very careful as to what is, and I am using quite high pressure here just because it's smaller spaces. I'm so excited to do the bubbles at the back. So here, now we're moving on to the lightest, which is Robin Egg Blue. So have you got this book, Melissa? I had to sit there and rub it out and make my little orange fish because I didn't even realise there was a fish. It was one of the viewers was saying, I think that's a fish. And I'm like, oh gosh, it is. This one is World Within Worlds. This one. It's Kerby's. Just be interesting if I'd love to see someone who would have followed from my videos to see the comparison of what people can do from watching my videos. I'd love to see someone who's done it and see if it looks the same. I think that would be really good. Right, just need to move this one. Just want to do this one. That's going to flip my book up. There you go. I think I have Animorphia and Imagimorphia. There's a few I don't have yet either. I think I haven't got the colour, the most recent, the one before this one. I can't remember what that one was called. But I do have, I think I have 3 of his books, but I'm going to get a lot more. So going back in with Indigo again, in the darkest areas. But his books, I first did a dinosaur in his books, and the first time I did it, I was so daunted by his work, and it was a bit scary because there was so much scribble, and I was like, oh my gosh, what's what in there? Hi, Kirsty. And I was wondering, where do I go? What do I do? Where do I start? But I just sat and studied it for a while and worked out what was each picture and what he was trying to portray with that picture. And my T-Rex has come out amazing. But then it's got loads of different dinosaurs towards the back. And I was like, oh, I need to sit back and work that out now as well. I think Mythomorphia looks nice. I'm sure that's. Let me check which ones I've got. I've got Imagimorphia and Animorphia. So I've got the same as you and the World Within Worlds. I've got so many colouring books. I need to actually start colouring in a lot of them. But I've been amazed by how well the views have been on these videos, to be fair. They've been really good. Been really impressed. So, because all the grey, the black lines are all really mashed together here, I'm doing the whole of that middle bit dark. And we'll go in with the next darkest colour, which is the Mykonos blue. And I'm trying to get my colour in where I'm not using such of a sharp point all the time, because I'm literally eating my pencils away with my sharpener. But I've also got some flip throughs to do on some books as well this month. I recently got the new Hanna Calzone book from Sweden, with the help of lovely Kirsty Wilkinson. She helped me work through that website because it was quite complicated. And luckily my phone had a translator on it, which helped. I have absolutely loads. Unbelievable how many I've got. And some of them I've had signed to me as well. I don't want to colour in some of them. I feel like I want to keep it because some have been signed to me as shell art, and then some have been signed to me under my personal name as well, Michelle. So it's like I don't want to spoil them because they've been signed inside, so they're really good. And I've just got a new book coming from Italy as well that's been signed as well, so I'm excited for that. Probably should do a video of what I've not coloured in, because I think people would be quite shocked how many I've actually not coloured in. And the amount of Colour in Heaven magazines I've got that are not coloured in, it's unreal. And we're going in with the last lightest colour, which is Robin Egg Blue. I'm excited to see to use the lighter blues that are in the 120 set as well. I'm just fading this out here because obviously I'm going to be blending that in. If anyone new is watching, just ignore that buzzing of the wind through my window there. We've got really bad wind here. It's absolutely roasting and cracking the flags. And I'm sweltering here, believe it or not, but this wind we're being battered by at the minute. It's horrendous. So I think there we go. I want to just go in with the black and darken some of them shadows up. Yeah, well, I think that's my problem because I subscribe. They're all coming and some I wouldn't even colour, so I think I'm going to start giving some away. That's what I'm going to do, Kirsty. I'm going to be doing a video based on. So I'm going to be doing swatches with the new colours because most people's got the 42 or the 72 set. So I'm going to be swatching out the new colours that you get so people can get excited and if they want to then go ahead and buy it. So right now I'm using the Noir. It's a bit rubbed off. You can't really see the name anymore. And all I'm doing is in the very, very darkest areas, I'm just darkening up just to give it some depth. So we all like depth and we all like light. And just literally going in there and pulling out more shadow just to define it that bit more. Well, I was toying with the idea of should I have done it live, but what I might do is do a live one of just showing everyone the box and what it's like, and then do the swatch as a uploaded video. Hi Susie, thank you for coming watching. So I'm just, like I said before, just darkening just some areas that I feel there'd be a bit more of a natural shadow. And the same in this area. So apart from working and colouring, has anyone done anything else during lockdown? Is there anything special keeping you all going, or should I say keeping you sane? Oh, were you in a GP surgery? Are you having to wear quite a lot of PPE, Susie? Or are you closed and just letting people in at appointment only? No, I had to go for an ECG at my GP's and it was completely closed. I had to just shout through the barriers near, and then once they were ready and cleaned down, they shouted me through. Okay, so I'm going to leave them at that, and I'm going to do the whales inside now. Get my little black pencil out, which is working. I need to get myself one of those pencil grips when I start getting little pencils. So for the whales inside, the thing we're going back to the colour that we used before, which had been noir. The darkest then after that is charcoal, pewter, and then elephant grey. I don't know if any of you, if you use ARTEZA, but over the last few days, I don't know if you can see if I zoom in. Can you see this white stuff, what's appearing on the ends of my leads? You can see that. I've messaged ARTEZA and they said, oh, that's definitely not right. We'll offer you 20% voucher. And I'd already ordered my pencils. But it's not the point. It's like I don't want a 20% voucher. I want to know why my pencils are turning white. I've seen it on the ink tents when you've used like water on the ends of them, but I've not had them nowhere near water. Yeah, a lot of done. We've got that app now that we have to phone a doctor from. If we want an appointment now, and then obviously they discuss it with you, and they discuss it with you, and then if you need to come in and see them, you can. If not, obviously you can just do the consultation via email, which I suppose a lot of people. It's like, I wouldn't say it's wax bloom. They're like, I don't know. It scrapes off. But I did this the other day, and then this white is coming back. It could be white, I don't know. So I scraped all that black off, but then in a few days it'll be back. I hope it's not mould. I really don't know. I've sent them pictures and they went, oh, that's not right, but then didn't tell me what it was and just said, oh, you can have. There was actually on some, there was blobs of wax. I sharpened a lot of them after I sent the pictures to ARTEZA. There, I don't know if you can see that. If I turn it sideways, I don't think you can see it. There's like there is blobs of wax there. Big lump of wax. Don't know, it's weird. Very weird. So yeah, we're going to start with the noir and the darkest areas again. Obviously it won't be detailed as that, this little one. Just going to follow the edge. Put the 3 darker colours down the middle of it. And then we'll use the lighter ones. Gosh, that wind is terrible. I'm so sorry if it's annoying anyone. Oh, thank you. I love the whale. It's my favourite part. I get to do him again over there. But I'll be doing that off camera, or else this video will be about 20 parts long. So now we're going in. Sorry, I've just used noir and then charcoal, and now I'm using pewter. And just going around the edge. Of the dark values that we've just used. To give it some definition. We're going in with elephant grey. We'll do all the bottom of the whale in elephant grey. This is just a warmer grey, because when I looked at the real life picture of the grey, the underbelly was warmer than the top part of the whale. I do like to use reference photos for my colouring. It helps when you come to do colour palettes and things for colouring. Whereabouts are you, Susie? We're really bad here. Just going to put some of this pewter just here, just to give it a bit of a shadow. Blend that out a bit. Glasgow, yeah, I'm up north near Manchester, and it's absolutely battering it. But yeah, it's warm, isn't it? It's like really warm. Have you got rain and thunder? So we were supposed to be having thunder, and we haven't had any yet. Oh my gosh, broken solar lights. So again, with this little one, doing the same thing, just giving the body of the whale some definition, where the dark values would be. Put the dark, working towards the lighter value. It's going to go in with charcoal now. Oh dear, torrential rain. Gosh, we've had, touch wood, we've had no rain yet. We might have it in the night, but this wind started yesterday. I put the pool up the day before for the kids, and they've not been able to go in it since that one day, but that when it was really hot. And now we're going in with elephant grey, and they absolutely loved it. They've not been able to go in since. And it's like a little sea in that pool. It got big tides, it's got massive ripples when wind hits it. But so far, the garden's all right, and my fence panels are still intact. But saying that, I haven't checked the trampoline. Are you also in my group as well, Susie? Going back in with pewter here, I just want to give this some definition. And charcoal. And just a bit of black in the middle. So I'm just trying to work out using. I've had Melissa's from out of my group on Facebook, and I was saying it's hard to know who's from my group because people have different Facebook names to the YouTube names. So I was just asking, but I do have a group called Shell Artine Colouring Friends on Facebook if you want to join our group. It's a lovely little community that's slowly growing. They have some amazing work in there and amazing colourists. So here I'm going to switch the darker value around a bit to give it some good definition. The next colour is charcoal. And the next colour is pewter. I just love these ARTEZA colours. I'm so excited to do my next colouring with my full 120 to choose from. That'll be exciting. And I've bought myself some Holbeins. Oh, brilliant, Susie. I'd love to see you there. So we've used the 3 darker values in the body of the whale here. And then we're just going to finish the bottom. Oh, I've just missed that bit there. Just go back here. Just want a bit of charcoal. And a tiny bit of pewter. Just for that tiny detail. And then fill in the rest with this warmer elephant grey. Now I'm using quite firm pressure because it's just a small area rather than spending a lot of time on layer and layer and layer. So I do like working on layers normally. But I find Kerby's paper is quite smooth. And I don't find it takes very many layers. So I do have to be a bit more heavy-handed. I'm just going to do all the bottom of the whale. I just want to give that little fin some definition. Just go back in with the pewter here. Then the charcoal. And then a tiny bit of the noir. And I just want to grab my charcoal and just add a few little definition lines just to, like I did on the belly of this one, just to give it a bit of depth and shape to it more than just a flat image. Just doesn't need to be a lot, just a little bit, just to give it that bit more texture. So they're done for now. I'm going to finish off the edges, which will be this colour. I'm just going to get them colours out, and then we'll be doing the background, which will be, I will show everyone again, my water bubbles. I'm going to do them all up the back in the background. So let's just get out Amethyst, fruit punch. Just have to get it out of here. Cheers. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely post a picture, definitely. So here in the lotus flower we used indigo. Just pop that back in here. So we used indigo, amethyst, fuchsia, and fruit punch. So I'm just gonna take this off here. Just gonna come down a bit closer. I'd love to visit America. So we're going to start off with the indigo blue. I'm just going to flash that, start that off at the bottom. I don't want to do too much of it because the water in the bubble is blue. So I just want to start the darker value off with that indigo blue. Then we'll be going in with the amethyst. And all that is doing is just darkening up that amethyst purple. And I'm just doing nice soft strokes because I don't want this part just to be too heavy, because I want the water in the middle to stand out. And then we're going in with fuchsia. Just moving that up as we go. Las Vegas. My mum and dad went to Las Vegas. It was amazing, them pictures I saw. My dream when I'm 40, I'm going to New York. But then someone put down on it the other day and said, there's only certain parts of New York that's really good. The rest of it is full of rubbish. And I was like, they dashed my dreams. I thought it was the most amazing place in the world. So here we're just finishing off with fruit punch. I'm just going over it with a second layer. Have you not? I definitely want to do. My mum and dad did Vegas and San Francisco, and I'd love to definitely see Vegas. And I don't know why I've always wanted to go see New York. I've got this strange draw to go to New York for some reason. Again, just the fan strokes, pulling it back down towards the water. And then going back to the fuchsia, just deepening your pressure a little bit more. I bet you could spend hours and hours and hours awake there as well. Because my mum said to me she was in a hotel, I can't remember which one she stayed in. She said, but there was these slots, they're everywhere, supposedly slot machines. And she said this same lady was there in the morning. She was still there at evening when they went back for the tea. And then when they woke up the following morning, she was still sat on the same slot machine. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Like to go to New Orleans as well. So then just to finish off, a bit more of this indigo. Just going to pull the amethyst right in here because I just want a darker purple here. I don't want it to mash too much with that water. I'm just going to move my book over just to this one. Again, just going to with the indigo just at the very bottom again. And then the fun part begins once I've finished these. I can do my bubbles. Probably won't have time to do the whole page in bubbles, but I'll have to do them off camera, but I will do a few of them on camera. I'm going back in with the fuchsia now. This is just the first layer. It's so hard when you're doing it live to not turn my page round. I'm afraid of the beach, to be fair. Terrified it's going to sweep me away. I can't get back. So with this one, I'm going to come this way just because it's easier. Put a light lay down first, and then brighten up that layer. So gorgeous, this pink, this fruit punch, I love it. Back to the fuchsia. Then back to the amethyst. all the way to the bottom with this amethyst over that indigo blue. Gives us a nice bright purple. Really? Gosh, it scares me that when got big waves and stuff. Okay, I'm just going to finish this one off here, just so they're finished. And that's the indigo. Then I like the amethyst. Then the fuchsia. And then the fruit punch. And then just the next layer, a bit harder pressure. And blend it back into that fuchsia. And then a layer of fuchsia. And the amethyst. And again, pulling that right down into that blue. And the same on this side. Hello, Jane. Okay, so the rest of the leaves and the stems, I will do them off camera because they're not really tricky, but I am going to do the water bubbles now in the background. I'm going to start some of them. I think if I pull the zoom back out, I think the page, when I've done both sides of it, I think it's going to look amazing when both sides are so bright, vibrant. Don't know what's up with from me seeing it from my side, it looks very dull, but I believe everybody else it looks all right. Thank you very much. So to produce the blue water bubbles, what we're going to be doing, I've done a little swatchy and we're using the same blue because I wanted to keep the theme going as we've used in the lotus flower and in these pods. So these will be in the background. So I shall get them colours back out, which I need indigo, peacock blue, Mickey Mouse blue, and the other one here somewhere. And that's Robin Egg. I love that name, Robin Egg. It's just like Robin Egg. Okay, so our two darkest values will be indigo, Mickey Mouse blue. Our lighter values will be peacock blue and Robin Egg blue. So where I put the stencils in, the circles where I feel like I need them, I'm just going to keep the camera zoomed out just so you can see what I'm doing. I don't want to be too close. So all I'm doing is just using a stencil and some. I'm just going to randomly. Just going to sharpen my pencil a little tiny bit more, because I want my point really, really sharp. And I'm using my hand one this time because I don't want. Last time it was eating away at my pencils. So I'm just going to start off with the lightest colour. Try not to get on my just put a little one there. Put a big one here. Put some little ones down here. It's just about randomly putting them where you feel. I don't know if you can see them on camera where I'm putting them at the minute, but a small one. I don't want it to be too small. And then I get a smaller one. I might just put them away a little bit there. Sometimes I like to freehand these. But sometimes I can't get them bang on, so it frustrates me. I like being perfect. Let's see. A smaller one. trying to think whether that is enough. I think we'll colour them in. And then if I need to add more, I can. But I think I'm going to come in a bit closer on some of them. I'm a bit closer on these ones here, just so you can see what I'm doing. So what I'm going to start off with is the lightest colour that I've created the circles with. Obviously you've got bubbles in, so you need to be very careful of not ruining what else is on the picture as well. So very, very light layer. We still got people here watching. So very light layer of the robin egg blue. What we want to do is make an area of light here. We soften that edge. Just going into that lighter value. And the next colour is peacock blue. And start again at the top. They can be quite time consuming, these, but they look amazing when they're done. They'll just keep moving your peacock blue further to the centre. And it helps if you work in a circle around, so it helps you keep that spherical shape. And then go back in with your robin egg blue. Just blend that line out a little bit. And then we need our white. Oh, brilliant. I'm sure one of the admins will let you in. If not, I'll let you in when I come off my live feed. So I'm just blending out that white edge there. And then next we're going in with Mykonos blue. Start at the top in circles. Keep your layers light because you really need these layers to blend. So just keep your pressure as light as you can. Then go back in with your peacock blue. Blending your lines out. And then the darkest one, which is indigo. I'm just going to sharpen this one up a little bit. A bit blunt edge. You'll have to tell me if it's blurring out too much, or if you're all right seeing, if you're seeing what I'm doing all right. So here we're just putting a slight edge in. towards the bottom of the Sophia, we only want a little darker edge, not as much as we want at the top. It's a bit blurry. Let me pull it out a little tiny bit. That bit better? And just working the darkest value down and go back in with your Mykonos blue and blend away your line of your darkest colour. And then back in with your peacock blue. Working in fine little scumbling motion, just so you get more of a smooth finish. And then back in with your robin egg blue. Because I put that little layer of white, it'll just blend the edge out really well here. And then we go in with the white and burnish all the layers together to give it that smoother finish. And then when you put your white highlights on, I won't do that quite just yet. I'll do the other ones around it first. But as you can see, when you put your white markings on, that's when the magic happens. Oh, belting, that's better. So again, we'll start off with this little guy here. The robin egg blue. Then the peacock. Excuse me. And then in with the Mykonos blue. I'm trying to hold back on sharpening all the pencils into massive points because literally, especially my more expensive pencils, you don't really want to waste by sharpening them too much. So these ones are a little bit trickier because they're so little. You want to still get the same effect. So go back in with your peacock and blend that line out. Right now I'm not too worried about these dots because we can white them out with the Posca pen later. Back in with the robin egg. And then lastly, in with the darkest one, which is indigo. And I want this line to kind of come into this one. I'm kind of outlining the ball and then bringing it in here. Oh, thank you guys. I do love it. I do put my heart and my little soul into my colourings, I do. it's just hard because it's the subscribers and getting people in and watching the videos is the hardest part, I think. And you just want people to like your work, and it's hard to get people to find your channel as well. And I do try and put it where I can and share it, but sometimes you just don't get, it just doesn't happen. So now I've had to just sit there, and I just do it because I love it anyway. So I just leave it, and then people tune in after as well, which is nice, and you get your views that way. Then we're just going in with the robin egg blue, just making sure we're leaving that. It does look messy. Everything looks messy in the start, and then when you blend it all out after, it looks good when you do put your white pencil over it all and blend it all out. So in with the peacock blue. And I'm so grateful you've all come on and chatted to me and kept me upbeat while I'm colouring. It's lovely to talk to other people that's the same, because a lot of my friends don't get the colouring thing, but I love it, and it relaxes me. And my kids love it, and they sit colouring with me sometimes. So that one was the peacock blue. I'm just going to go back in with the robin egg blue and blend out that. Oh, so I suppose it gives you that company, doesn't it, Melissa, that you need? I love it. I think colouring brings so many people together. Then we're going in with the Mykonos blue. Gone a bit dull outside. Some dark clouds coming over now, Susie. Oh, I've got 2 4-legged fur babies. I love my fur babies. I've got a miniature and a giant schnauzer. And my giant's much softer than my miniature. It's massive. They're all my babies, and then I've got 4 children as well. So my life is very busy. That noise. So I'm just going to go back in with the peacock blue again and just blend from the Mykonos blue. Oh, 2 lovely girls. What are they? I know, Susie, I'm thinking there's some clear. I think they're just random. So hopefully it's not thundercloud. Do you know, though, I think we need a thundercloud. It was that stuffy last night. I think we need a lovely thunderstorm to come over and give us a good storm. One girl, one boy. Oh. So now we're going in with the indigo. Well, I was lucky with the litter I got with Vader. Vader's my miniature, named him after Darth Vader, because we love Star Wars, and that he's black. And then Milo is a take from Kylo Ren on Star Wars. So they're both my dogs. And when we got Vader, they only have a small litter, and it was like we was down for a pick for a boy. And but there may have been a chance that we didn't. There was 2 boys that was born, and then 4 girls, so I didn't get much of a choice. But he chose us anyway. he came to us and wouldn't leave us alone. So here I just want to press a little bit harder. This is the darkest. I just want to get this outline nice and defined. Mine are entire at the minute, my boys, but I didn't want to get a girl for reasons of I didn't want miniature and giant schnauzer babies. But they're both entire and they get along really well. So on this one, that was the indigo. Just want to go back with the Mykonos blue and blend that out a bit. And then back in with the peacock. And I'd really appreciate it all if you'd give me a lovely little thumbs up and a comment in my comments after the video's done, if you will. It helps get the video seen as well. Oh, lovely to meet you too, Susie. And yeah, you'll definitely see us all in the group later. Thanks for joining, lovely, and thank you for watching my video. Okay, so these ones here, I just want to, this one will be a defined one. There won't be as much white in these two little ones, because the put a little bit on this one, and then go in with this one. This is the peacock blue. I know I'll have to break off soon. It's nearly tea time. My kids will be saying, "Where's our tea?" So this one's just smaller, but we can still get the detail in. Going in with Mykonos blue. And go back in with the peacock blue to blend that out. And the robin egg. And white. To blend them all. And I just want to go in with the indigo just in the very top of this one, because it's only a small one. Just give it a bit of definition. I'll probably put far more bubbles in than this anyway. The end, what time are we now? I'll just do another few more. If you're all still watching anyway, I'll just come in here. Mind the leaf on that one. It's just gone on that stem a bit there. Okay, the robin egg blue. And again, leaving your white, your lighter value. Oh my gosh, that noise. And with peacock. Remember, just keep your pressure light because you've got to do quite a few layers, and Kerby's books can wax bloom quite quick with them being a smooth tooth. See, sometimes I just like doing the pictures without backgrounds because they can look just as good without. Um, but lately I have been pushing myself to do more, especially more because of my channel, really, um, and wanting to push myself more. Now we're going in with the Mykonos blue. Again, just going around that edge. I love how sometimes your colouring inspires people as well to do things in their colourings that they wouldn't necessarily do. Or does it look really realistic? I love it, mate. I love bubbles. I've done bubbles up quite a few times. I've done the clear bubbles as well. You know, like you blow through a thing. I love doing them. I've been practicing the bokeh background as well. I'll show you my little scrapbook where I do all my things. I'll just pull it up a little bit. This is my scrapbook of drawings, but I've been practicing doing the bokeh backgrounds and doing some little swatches there for me. Put them in my group when they're all done. So they've been an exciting little thing to do. I've never done that before. It's not the best, but you know, practice makes perfect, doesn't it? I'll just move this back down so you can see what I'm doing. So in with that, and then go back to your peacock blue and blend them together. Blend in with your robin egg. Gorgeous colours these ARTEZAs, love them. And then finally in with your indigo, just the darkest value. Bring a little line of it round here. And then just fill out this top bit with the dark one. And then go back in with the Mykonos blue. Back in with the peacock blue. And back in with the robin egg blue. I think I just want a few little ones in the background. Because that one didn't look very good. I think sometimes you need to just do the little ones just to see where else you need. That is not a circle at all. I'll probably play with this quite a bit off camera, and add more. But at least here you're getting my vision of what I want. I hope you give me bubbles a go, Melissa. They're so fun to create. They really are. Back in with the peacock blue. I'm just focusing on this area here just to give you an idea of what the whole back page will look like. And the Mykonos blue. Back in with the peacock blue. Back in with the robin egg blue. And lastly, the indigo blue. This is the peacock blue now on this one. But even these so tiny, you can make these look just as good. And then with the Mykonos blue, just watch your pressure on these. Just keep it light and delicate. Believe it or not, years and years ago, I wasn't good at colouring. I literally just coloured flat colouring. I didn't do any kind of definition or shading or anything like that. I actually used to colour with felt tips. And now, for some strange reason, I can't use markers and stuff like that, but I can use pencil. So that's my other thing I need to get back into shape of doing. There's markers. I've got loads. I've got a big massive set of brush markers and I don't use them. Oh, for that, because they cost money as well and they're just sat on top of my unit collecting dust. And I think for the video's purpose, I'm gonna get my little pasta pen. Just charge it up. Ended up with a blue one for some reason. So all you need to do is start with a little white bit here. And then your top bit, I like to do a little curve, make it wider. Not charging it very well today, this. There we go, that's brighter. And then a dot on this side, maybe a dot here. You see how all of a sudden it starts making them look. It's amazing what a Posca pen can do. You put these balls in as well. Bring this down here. There's definitely no right or wrong with it, but this is how it's going to come across. Just need to be careful, I don't want to. It's just your vision in your mind, what is right and the last one. Sorry, I hate to do this. I'm going to have to turn my page around because I don't want to ruin what I've done. I can't keep a steady hand at that angle then. There we go. And I think for the purpose of the video, I don't know if I should finish off the ones I've got on video or hello Phoebe, or the Posca pen is my favourite. It really is my favourite, the Posca pen. So I don't know if I should leave it there or carry on. What should I do? I'm feeling like colouring these in a lighter blue. Just so they're not so white. And then going in with the Posca. Highlighting them like that. Letting it little bubbles inside. Hello, little Phoebe. I did that with the wrong one. So yeah, I'm just going to continue. Got another 8 minutes, so let's see how many more I can get done in 8 minutes. Shall we? Going back in with the robin egg blue. Do you like the colouring, Phoebe? Hmm? So next is the peacock blue. And go back with the robin egg blue. I really need to get a stabilizer. Even though I've got a whole new setup to make things easier, it's still shaking. Oh. Tell us, Shell said thank you very much. I'm going in with the Mykonos blue. Trust me, start getting hiccups on my feed. Trying to hiccup here silently. Like I'm getting carried away and wanting to do the whole thing now. Don't want to make this live too long. Let's go back in with the peacock blue. Just think, oh, the colours are so wonderful and vibrant on here. It's like they're all having a party. And life's fun. Alright, I'm just going to go in with the indigo. Let's put the edge of this one in there too. And going back in with the Mykonos blue. And back in with the peacock blue. The robin egg. And the white all over the Sophia. What's that on my phone? The peacock. Well, it took me 8 minutes to do one, so I'm just gonna finish these 3 and then I'll end the live feed there. We'll go back in with the robin egg, just blend them out. And in with the Mykonos blue. Back in with the peacock blue. Then in with the indigo blue. Again, remembering to just do light pressure. And blend that out. And then just all over the surface with the white, just to blend it out and burnish them colours together. And then just do the one last one, and then, oh, have you really enjoyed watching? Thank you. I've enjoyed it. I really have enjoyed doing these. This is the last part to this. There was 4 parts, Melissa, so there is part 1, 2 and 3 already on, and then obviously this that you've watched today is the last part to it, where we've got to the background. So each step that I've done on this page are on every there's a video on it and I've done exactly what I've done today, and give you step by step of what I've done on everything. And if you've got the ARTEZA pencils, you should be able to follow it. And if you get the book, I'd love to see if you've managed to follow my tutorial. And I love how it's not, I don't really feel like I'm teaching anybody anything. I'm just doing what I love and how I like to do it. And if people like my way, then that's a bonus. Because there's things that I've watched and I just can't do it, but I'll find my own way of doing it. Going back in with the peacock blue just to blend that Mickey Mouse blue out. Back in with the robin egg. And then the very darkest value, which is the indigo, at the very top. I'll do one in the Animorphia one so you can have a go at colouring along, Melissa. Just ready my little Posca pen. There we go. And I think my lovely colouring friends, that is going to be a video on this. The rest I will finish on camera because I think people get the gist of what I've done there. But I think just drop this down actually. I think people can see what that's going to look like eventually. I'll just put my little sign back up. But I've really enjoyed doing this piece by Kerby Rosanes in the World Within Worlds, should I say, colouring book. This is the first double spread I've done. And I've really enjoyed it, and I will be finishing the rest of it off on camera. But as for tutorial wise, there is part 1 where I've done the whale and the flower. Then there's part 2 where I've done the rainbow coloured ones. Then in part 3 I've done the orange flowers, and then in part 4 we've done the pods, the background, and finished the leaves. And I think it looks really good, and I'm really proud of myself, and that background will look amazing, and I will edit that and put it on the end of the video at some point when I can do that. But I will be putting it in the group when it's done as well. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button so you're notified for next time I go live, and also come down and see us at Shell Arte and Colouring Friends on Facebook. And I'm also on Shell Arte on Facebook as a profile, and also on Instagram as Shell Arte. So thank you very much for watching, and I've had a really lovely chat with all you lovely people, and I hope that you can all have a go at this colouring and come out with what I've come out with. Thank you very much. Take care of yourself, and everybody stay safe and keep well. Much love to everybody. Happy colouring. Bye. say that, Emma?